Welcome to Grandshelt Nights. We're on podcast number 7. I am your host, Xero, and I'm joined today by Awesome, Kuja, and Panda. All right, and we're gonna talk about the new Sieghard banner that's gonna be coming up, and a bunch of Fanfesta news. So we have Sieghard, the FFB exclusive unit. He's well known by the community. Spoiler warning. I think everybody knows that he's Veritas of the Earth in his armor form. However, how good is he in this version? All right, in his new CG version. For that, let's talk about. Let's go to Kuja, who will tell us more about who the unit is and what he does.
Okay, well, Sieghard is a tank, and in my opinion, he's actually very good. He's an AoE physical cover tank. He's got provoke, so he can be used as both a provoker. It's just his provoke is only 2 turns, which hurts a little bit, but I mean, in my opinion, it's not that big of a deal because your tank has lots of free moves anyway. His TM is Hero's Vow Earth. It's HP 30%, defense and spirit 20%, increase LB fill rate by 50%, and increase earth resistance by 30. In my opinion, this is a fantastic tanking TMR. And any tank is gonna love this TM. Magic or physical, it's very good. His STMR is Attractive Shield. That's his shield. It's a heavy shield. It's got 85 defense, HP 30%, and earth resistance 80%. Now, I would say this is probably a lower tier STMR, just because it's not all that much better than some of the other shields we have.
I think it's funny that it's called the Attractive Shield, although this is the attractive feature about him.
Where's our charm resistance?
Well,
and he's got a various amount of tanking abilities. He can protect against physical damage. He can protect. He actually has. It's on cooldown, but he can protect against magic damage also in a pinch. Now, it's not something that you can rely on because it's a 3-turn cooldown and it only works for 2 turns. But if you're running him as your provoke tank and your magic tank dies, you can save your party by popping his magic cover.
Too bad his spirit's probably not going to be very high for that.
His spirit is pretty high for a physical tank, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you're probably not going to build it for spirit.
Well, you can.
Well, I mean, I understand.
That's just that,
but
you have an option.
It's a backup, so he's not going to be really prepared for it. So you'll probably lose him if you're tanking magic and you've lost your magic tank.
Yeah, but again, it's better if he dies and your team lives than everybody dying.
Oh, no, I understand. It's just the fact that trying to get him back, if you don't have re-raise on him, it's going to be really hard to recover if you're having that problem.
Well,
and he's also got the 90% damage mitigation to both. Well, he's got 2 separate moves. One is for physical, one is for magic on cooldown to mitigate damage from either physical or magic. Both very good because he's a provoke tank, so he can, if big magic hit comes, he can take it if need be. Same thing for a physical attack.
Well,
threshold attacks come, he's good. He's good to go.
Mind if I bump in real quick?
Yep.
I have him on the Japanese side. He's a good tank. Don't get me wrong, but I will agree his STMR is more lower end. It's pretty much just like Gladiolus's TMR, but with more to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I
like
mean,
a slight
80% resistance is nothing to scoff at, though. You know.
I
Again,
understand that again, but
Earth's
it's
usually not
just
a big
not.
deal.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't get that many Earth, people who are, does that much Earth damage. So
and it's only 85 defense. I mean, 30 HP is good, and it's a lot better than what we have on a TMR shield. But I don't know. I'm just looking at this, and I'm like, is
It's
it
because it's an
STMR
STMR
level?
level. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just not there for me. It's better than any of the other shields we have. It's just not like so much better that it's like, oh my god, I want to have that.
I mean, considering the STMRs from the Veritas units, who all like have 80% resistance, I think it probably is running a theme with those
Oh, yeah.
characters as well.
Yeah,
You know?
and
If the
compare it
shield
to an
had some
STMR,
spirit, then I might consider it an STMR level, but because there is absolutely no spirit on it,
yeah.
that's where it falls off for me.
And I would say that Merc Rams's STMR is actually better than this. And
I think
same
so
with
as well.
probably regular Rams's STMR is probably better than this. But
Yeah, the light shield. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It has way more flexibility. This
Mhm.
is very niche, very specific. You know.
Yep.
The only thing that I see with his kit so far, that I have like a tiny bit of issue with, is because I've seen Awaken Rain with his 2-turn provoke, right? With his 3-turn counter, they usually have because of that not matching turn. There's going to be a gap of something that it's not going to have to give. You know, you're going to have to like not
Yeah.
provoke at one point or not cover at one point, or sorry, not do that at one point. So sometimes when these things mismatch, I mean that's the flaw of the character, or maybe it was designed to be a flaw so that you can work around it. But that's the only thing that I have the issue with. That 2 turns bothers me so much, in certain battles, especially when you're trying to memorize a rotation, between all your characters.
I'm pretty sure if you need both provoke and cover, you're pretty much just going to be going provoke, cover, provoke, cover, provoke, cover, because otherwise you will lose a turn on one of those.
Yeah.
And since his provoke and his cover are technically on the same skill, you'll pretty much be using the same skill over and over again, which is kind of nice, because then you can just hit repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Or not repeat, but reload.
Yeah. So basically, like if you do his provoke, if you do it again, it's got the
His better
AoE
cover.
Yeah.
But then you can't cover on the first turn, so you got to use his weaker cover. But again,
It's still
both covers are still very good.
Yeah, once you have the stronger cover up, you're good. I think you're good to go. So,
Yeah.
is there anything else we can say? What about his actual innate like passives and stuff that he
Well,
has?
his passives make him very tanky. His trust ability is where I can kind of see where he's going to get really, really tanky. He's got the 50% chance to ignore fatal damage when his HP is above 5%. And it also gives him a buff of 200 defense and spirit when his HP drops below 1%. So, like, if this procs, his defense and spirit buff is going to proc.
I mean, there is some argument here with him and Wilhelm, because Wilhelm has 100% chance of ignoring fatal damage compared to his 50%. So, Wilhelm cannot go down just like that compared to him. But, they're two different types of unit.
Well, how many times can Sieghard go down? Or ignore going down, is the question. Is it just one time?
Once.
Oh, it's just once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, to me, I like Sieghard just because he's also got innate draw attack. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember if
Yeah.
Wilhelm has
Well,
that.
He does,
Okay.
but he's going to be more tanky overall than Wilhelm. He's got better passives than Wilhelm does.
Quick question. Do you know
So-
if his TMR is stackable?
No, we don't. I don't
Okay.
think. I don't think so. I would plan on it not being stackable because it's just how global works. So.
Yeah, well, if it was stackable, that's a really good TMR stack.
Mm-hmm.
It is not stackable.
Oh.
What about what about, let's talk about him as a damage dealing unit. In other words, I know he has some chaining moves, and I know his limit burst is based off of defense scaling. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well,
The biggest problem is you're going to break your cover chain.
yeah, and he's not. You're not using him as a damage dealer, in my opinion. He has pile driver frames on a cooldown ability, but it's a cooldown ability, so even if you were going to use him as a damage dealer, it's not available every turn. So it's not that good.
Also, look at our pile driver options.
Right.
We don't have these training families are non-existent at the moment.
Mm-hmm. So you're not using him as a chainer, but I mean, again, if you're using him, you're using him as a tank, and in my opinion, what puts him above Wilhelm is his passives and his equipment slots. It's just gonna make him more tanky than Wilhelm is.
I've got a question, right? Can you use him exclusively as a damage dealer?
No.
Like, let's say if you want,
No.
let's say, because let's say
No.
pile driver, he would not work that way.
No, he could not be exclusively.
No,
For one,
no,
we don't have very
'cause-
good options for pile driver, and
Yeah,
two, it's a
and
cooldown.
pile driver, yeah, it's a cooldown ability. You're not gonna be able to use it, and its modifiers really low.
Right. Okay, so I guess the only one would be probably his limit burst. The only exception of damage he would do.
Yeah, but again, it's just like it's extra damage on your tank.
Mm.
Mind
don't-
if I bump in also? Keep in mind with Sieghard, his provoke and his covers, they also have a chance of inflicting charm.
Yep.
That's something you should bring up also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which
that's
I do not
important.
recall how much it gives, but it can be used a lot, really well, especially against like you haven't been Bloody Moon, or like
Yeah, the Blood Moon trial.
trials. They
Yep.
are susceptible to charm.
Yep, I agree.
I guess I'm just
Alright,
disappointed because there's no katana. Because Kiyomori
Oh.
is so useful.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got hammers though.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about the unit. Let's talk about this the banner that he comes in on, and then we're going to talk about the event that's coming up. All right, so
Yep.
what can you tell us about this banner that we're going to have for him?
So there's 3 other units here. Daitilde is a 4-star unit on this banner. Her TM is gun mastery. So basically, it's just 50% attack when equipped with a gun.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not
the only gun
anything
master we
special.
have, right?
As much gun master as gun users as we have, I think it's pretty useful.
I mean, it's a good TM. It's just, it's more niche than anything because there aren't too many like gun users that are really, really good.
I mean, we do have in global, we do have a lot more gun users, I would say, than JP does, who can
Yep.
take advantage of guns as well. Like, a lot of the Rico, even Victor, I believe Victor and Adam can use guns as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have those newer units, or who can definitely take advantage of that. So I would say it's a really good addition if they want to bring more units like that. So I do think it's a welcome TM,
Yep. And there's one other thing I would like to point out about this unit. Her LB, if it's maxed out, does an 84% defense break, and that's the highest break in the game at the moment.
Wow,
So,
84. That's
If you're looking for like a cheap breaker for defense, she's not a horrible option. I mean, and for a 4-star, at least she has something she can do useful.
Well, she can also
Honestly-
do onion slice too, so she's not bad in that sense either.
Oh, yeah, she is not bad at all. I was
No.
not aware that she actually had a chain. But however, I could see honestly that this is just me, but if she breaks that much, I could see her being very useful for raids. Like you just want to
You still have to
bring
get
up
your
her
LB up though.
Yeah,
Nick,
it's her LB. I mean, it's okay. I mean,
if you
if
have
you
a
need a
Nick,
breaker, it's
if you have
just
a 7-star
defense.
Nick, if you have a 7-star Nix, that's not a problem.
Mm. So the next unit on the banner is Theobald. His TMR is a 62 attack, 125 magic whip. It's I mean,
Just get Nunki.
yeah. I mean, Nunki
Well,
or Marlboro
Nunki
Whip,
is-
they're both
Okay.
better.
Well, Nunki
Well-
is fire element. So,
Yeah,
but if you're using
but
it for magic,
It'll
it
be
doesn't
fine.
matter.
It doesn't
But-
matter
Yeah,
if
it
you're using it for magic. Yeah.
And this is higher magic than both the Marlboro Whip and Nunki's Whip, but the Marlboro Whip has killers on it, so it's better. This isn't something I would see too many people going for.
well, I think there's not many units that can take advantage of it. You know, we have like Finas, and is there any other
Rydia.
units? Rydia, yes. There's Rydia. There's only a few mages that can take advantage of these whips.
Well, the
So-
biggest problem with whip is the fact that there's no TMRs to increase magic while using a whip right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So using a whip is basically like a dead slot. You're relying
Yeah,
on the other slots
unless you're getting a passive bonus, which is high. But
Yeah, but like for example with Dark Fina, you're relying on your second weapon because you're going to dual wield with them. And
Right.
that one's going to be like, you're going to do Rod Mastery and stuff like that to fill up your materia slots rather than
Yep.
Whip Mastery, because Whip Mastery that we have is attack. Yay.
yeah, and most rods are same amount of magic or higher, or give something else.
Me
That's
with my
useful.
7 emperors.
Well, the biggest benefit to this guy is if you have Circe or Lulu that you use regularly, he is a Flood Chainer.
Yep.
He has 2 abilities that are Flood Chainers, one that stacks damage, and the other one that he probably can dual cast. I'm not positive if he can or cannot dual cast his stacking skill, but I don't think he can.
No, I don't think so. It's not a black magic.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. I don't think he can.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna hurt him a lot.
Well, he has the ability
Yeah.
to cast a skill that allows him to cast for 2 turns. Aristocrat can't. Basically, he can double cast it. He just has to do a different skill that costs a turn. So it's a.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna be penalized. Is basically in terms of
Yeah.
damage per turn, it's gonna be basically like a one.
Yeah.
know,
He's a 4-star unit, so he's gonna be weaker also than most other units too. So
Right.
You would be just
I could
using
see
it to
him-
help with the chain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that just for that purpose. What about the next unit we have?
that would be Cannon. He's 3 to 5-star unit. So as a unit, totally useless. You're not gonna really.
If you need a stop unit for
Wanna use
raid, or not raid, but arena, she could be useful. She's probably on the same scale as what's the gun user? Oh man, I'm blanking on her
Amelia.
name. Amelia, yeah.
Emilio.
Yeah.
Because she does have an AOE stop. It's 30%.
AOE stop is very good to have for
And
arena,
her
for Emily.
her TMR is Cannon's Blade. It's 105 attack sword with fire element, and it gives you the bonus of 2 blade stance, which is dual wielding of swords.
It's similar to Aqua Blade, but with fire.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. So
It's not bad.
it's
But-
not great
yeah.
either, though. I mean,
The biggest problem with the
you're-
fact that it's 2 swords, so you can't stack different materias or like
Yep,
get extra
I agree.
bonuses.
yep.
You
That's
can,
why.
you can stack 2 masteries on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what hurts this TM is it forces you to use 2 swords, meaning if a unit has great sword mastery and sword mastery, you're only getting the sword mastery. You can't get great sword mastery, and that's why for dual wielders, a lot of their passives come from having 2 different weapon types rather than having one.
Though the bonus is the fact that you don't have to use a dual wield for an extra slot if you do want to dual wield a unit. For example, like Orlando or Dark Veritas. This
Right.
will help you get an extra slot open, but they'll both take hits from base modifiers as well too. So
Yeah, and you're taking probably more of a hit using Cannon Blade than you would be using dual wield or something like that.
Right. Okay, so let's move on now to the actual banner. Is it the yeah, is it how do we have
It's a
any Mhm.
It's a step up. It's the normal step up.
the 11K type of step up.
Yeah.
You're not guaranteed a unit, but
The
it does
chances
increase.
of I mean it's five time rates for the banner unit on the 5th step. It's kind of
A
your
hit or
best
miss.
chance to get lucky.
Hit or miss. Bam.
Yep. I
We
mean,
know
you
you like to do
you
0.
could get 0, but you could get 4. I mean, that happens.
Is that why your name is Xero? Xero?
Yeah, I've had horrible luck on these hit or miss. I always miss these these 11K step ups.
As for me, I've only gotten it once. I've gotten the STMR. No, wait, twice. It was Hio's and Charlotte's on JP.
Yeah. So let's see. We have a story event. That means we have a lot of opportunities to get some more Chris, which I think is really
Yep.
really good.
There's a lot of
However,
lapis, too.
a lot of lapis, a lot of so go get that Chris, go get that lapis. It's really good. And especially we have more units now in a pool, which means more units to enhance, which means more Chris are needed. So definitely get that. We have 2 items, I believe, that we're gonna get. At least 2 items that we're gonna get out of this. Are they any good, Kuja?
They're okay, I guess.
They're good
I
for new
mean-
people, but other than
Yeah,
that,
I mean, one is a gun that has LB fill rate, I think, or LB
Mhm.
crystal per turn, one of the 2.
Auto limit.
Yeah, so it's 1 LB crystal per turn,
Oh,
which
yeah.
makes it niche.
I mean,
I
the
guess-
thing is, it's not special now because we've had events where we can craft auto limit on guns. So this is, even though it's a weak gun, it's not the best. It's
No,
not.
but again, you can use it on a support. It'd be good on a support unit that can wield a gun that their LB is good.
Dietland.
So
Yeah.
Dietland. Or
Dietland.
Dietland.
Oh yeah. Her or even I would say Lid, because Lid can use guns.
yeah, that's
You
what
know?
I was thinking is lid. So you can stack a bunch of LB crystal fill rates and LB crystals per turn on her, and
What's the
pretty much
maximum
be
amount of
able to-
crystals you can get per turn on a unit?
I don't think there's a max. I think it's just as much as you can get on them.
I don't
think there
recall
was
but
a
I don't
max,
know.
but I don't remember.
I think there's a max for LB fill rate for 300%.
All right. Well, let's see. So we have we are going also. There's one thing to remember as well. We're gonna have usually a boss rush event that comes with the story. I'm not sure what it is yet, but when it does come out, I'll try my best to get a trial guide for it up, so that you guys can tackle it yourself.
Yep.
All right. And now we're gonna move on.
Wait, don't
What's
forget there's a UOC ticket in the story event.
Oh yes,
so
that is very
get it.
important.
Number 20.
Number
Mhm.
20, which means you have a second full unit that you can now pull from the UOC pool. Yep. So whatever that you're lacking, you can finally get. All right.
Or if there's a
So,
unit you want a 7-star and he's there, you can use 2 to get.
Get that sweet
7-star.
Alita.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
we don't recommend using it to get an STMR. There's not really an STMR worth you wasting
No.
UOC tickets for.
No.
Not right now, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Maybe
let's
in the
now move
future,
on.
but not now.
Let's move on now to the next set of news that we have. And because we do have a member that's actually going to be at the event, And if you guys want to see him and say hi, he is going to be there. We're going to have Panda, who's going to talk about the Fanfesta 2018 event. We have the rewards that are going to come from it. We're going to have the an event that's going to come from it, and we're also going to have a a pretty spicy unit that everybody's also waiting for, Aurora Fryevia. So here's Panda. Panda, take it away.
Thanks. First off, we will be having a live stream. I will be there. Please keep in mind that I will be keeping updates within this Discord server that we are in of where I am and if any meetups are going to happen. So in the description, there's a link. But besides that, there will be a YouTube live stream. I'll be there. I'll be looking around the places where you guys won't be able to see throughout FanFest, as there will be a FanFester stream on the official Square Enix Twitch channel, which is just only going to be the main stage. But besides that, it's going to be a blast. We're going to be getting special rewards just for being there. For every player, there's going to be multiple rewards, but it all depends on the people that actually went and how good they did.
Yep.
So,
And also, well, we aren't sure yet, but I mean, there might be some rewards like overall for extra rewards that we aren't aware of yet. But for so we're just putting that out there because since it's not actually the weekend, they actually might have some extra stuff. All right.
yeah. So what they plan to do is that certain things, like there's going to be a obstacle course. It's pretty much going to be timed and saying like, oh hey, if you guys keep on getting better times at this, everyone gets a huge reward from it. There's going to be another interactive thing that they're going to have there. You guys get a higher score, the more rewards you guys get. There's going to be a summon, like a summon battle there. The more rainbows you get, more rewards other people will get.
So make sure to join Panda and his behind the scenes view of the event.
And see my ridiculous luck.
All right. Let's just to be a little bit on the nose with this new unit that we're gonna get. Can you tell us a little bit about it, and because at least what they've given us so far?
Okay, so we're going to be getting Aurora Fryevia, which you guys have seen already by now. What they have decided to do is that she will have a unique ability to which, if the normal Fryevia is in the same team with this Fryevia, they both unlock a new skill. They are pretty much, what I'm assuming is that they're going to be equivalent, and they will be able to chain each other's, that I do know. Which is going to be really nice, but the one thing that kind of scares me is that I believe she might be locked into light.
Okay, so Aurora Fryevia to me, so far, she's obviously a light variant of regular Fryevia, who is ice-based. So I would not be surprised if they're both paired together. They unlock maybe a areola chaining, maybe between light and ice. That might be amazing.
Yeah, I see it being a combo because the fact that they're pushing each character to wear a specific type of element. Like Fryevia gets bonus for wearing ice, so Aurora will probably get a bonus for equipping light.
Yeah, and that chaining might be actually both elements. So
Yes.
who knows?
One thing also, which I will say, which the Reddit community has also said, is it's the new Orlando. It's the better Orlando.
Well, I mean, their power is amazing compared to the previous units we've had. She the regular Fryevia does a bit more damage than even Kyo, so that says quite a bit. That does says quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
That's just
I
because
don't
she adds
think
an
that she's
elemental as she's doing it.
yeah.
And not many bosses are resistant to ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing
Yeah.
also about this, for just attending it, you will be getting 10 UOC tickets, and the people there will be getting a specific accessory. I do not recall what it is off the top of my head, but I do recall that we can change it up, and it will have certain resistances, say like confusion resist with 10% fire resist. It's a mix and match.
It
But
seems like a pretty handy
and
accessory to be sure.
we will be making the accessory for the people that couldn't attend, which you guys will be making. And if it's bad, you could blame it on me. Honestly.
I just like that the accessory is a mug that looks like their producer. It has a rainbow jacket and a little mustache.
Mhm.
It's very, very adorable. Um,
Besides that, we're also going to be gaining a raid. It's going to be a 31-hour raid, which
ooh.
I looked into because they don't give that great of exact times.
Okay, 31 hours. Now, I'm just a little bit of math. It's not going to be a full 2 days. We're going to have a day and a half, maybe, or something. But it's very time limited. So please take part in the event. And, because the more that you take part, the more we all get stuff out of it. Yep.
This raid will be against the Metal Gigantor. Pretty much it's gonna be your normal raid event, but this time it's only for 31 hours. But the gist about this, there's no creating item materials, none of that. It's just gonna be individual rewards with Moogles tickets. Then there's gonna be I believe there's gonna be raid coins probably. No, there's not. But as we keep on defeating this boss, the boss will get stronger. It will be a level 10, and once we defeat it at level 10, everyone gets 500 lapis. After that, you have to defeat it at level 20. Everybody gets 500 lapis again. Defeat it at level 30, another 500. Level 40, another 500.
Yep.
And
So,
for level 50, 1,000.
wow.
And it'll keep on going and going. So please take part in this. Bring as much damage as you can so we could knock
Yep.
down those levels.
Depending on if we're getting raid or like energy, this is the time to use all those backups that you've had or refreshing orbs if you want to. This is
This will be
actually a
great
really
orbs.
good time. Yeah, this is actually something that's worth it.
For refills, you will have to be using 100 lapis. There is no raid orb refills.
Mhm.
But
All right.
besides
So
that, we're going to be also gaining a summon, Fanfesta 2018 summon ticket. This will only contain 4-star units and above. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to be getting this starting Thursday, and we'll end on Wednesday. I'm not sure how many we'll be getting a day, but it's going to be a 4-star guaranteed ticket.
yep.
No
And
raid
maybe
tickets.
we might get some of these tickets out of the event. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
All
Maybe.
right. So one thing to make note of is that because this is such a specific, cancel whatever plans you have this weekend. Make sure and do this event. Right?
Besides if
It is
involves
so
family.
time limited.
Besides if it involves family.
Yeah. Well, obviously, make time for family.
Well, I got one more thing to announce then.
Well, hold on. Let's hear it from our family man first. He was about to say something.
I was gonna say everyone should just get a Buddha box. If you've seen the new South Park, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Alright, so one last thing. This has been officially tweeted by the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Twitter. And this is exactly what they said. On Sunday, December 9th, we are planning a special appearance by a music celebrity guest at FFBE Fanfesta 2018. The producers will be announcing something very exciting, so please stay tuned. Now, what do you guys think?
Now, obviously, there is a joke within the community about it being Ariana Grande. That's really funny because not a lot of people, not a lot of people are fans. Well, I think some people are fans, but they don't like her in this event or this game
Unless you're
very
Hal.
much.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't
well,
bring up this horror.
some people do, all right, like, but I think maybe it's more exhaustion because we've had events with her already, that if
Too
she
many.
does come, yeah, it'll feel sort of like a troll, kind of thing. But
Let's get a couple
what
back.
do you think, Panda, who it might be?
It's gonna be Ariana Grande. We all know this, but let's hope for some Nickelback soon. We could get our nickels back.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That's
All
terrible,
right,
Panda.
so we do understand that JP also had their Fanfesta recently. All right, and Panda, you want to tell us? Okay, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because there was an announcement in JP side that
Yes.
they're gonna have a Kingdom Hearts event.
You
All
ruined
right,
it.
with also the sprite of Sora. Right, so there is a chance. The reason why I'm bringing that up is that there may be a chance that the singer Utada Hikaru might be singing at the event as well. However, tell us, because Panda also says also does some JP, plays JP here. Tell us more about the JP fan.
Okay. In a nutshell, JP Fanfesta was amazing. Um, they had tons of events going on within the live stream, and they gave a lot of rewards to the players. Besides that, they did announce Kingdom Hearts. They showed Sora Sprite, which is pretty nice. But the one issue which I do see is that we might not get it because there also is global copyright issues. Besides that, highest hopes, we should be getting it, but don't hold me up on that. It was pretty good. They had specific art for certain units like Ayaka, Lila, which is pretty nice. Lots of good announcements, which they did announce that there are going to be STMR Moogles, which they've released before. But that system works is you have to have 100 of the STMR Moogle tickets. Once you get 100, you could redeem it for a 100% STMR Moogle. Which I can already see it's going to be very, very, very rare that they're going to give it.
Yep, and I mean, for global players, this is going to be miles away from us. Well, not maybe about a year average, all right? Because we still have a long ways to get STMR Moogles, which was only introduced in JP recently, right? We also, there have been some updates to the JP game system itself that we may be able to look forward to. What do you think we can look forward to the most?
My predictions on this Fanfesta, I have a very low chance on it being Mixer being announced, but probably because it might get it, but I'm not sure. I doubt it.
I would love to see some either the Mixer / Blender system. We're not sure what it's going to be called in global side yet, or at least maybe some usually in the JP, they have a different category for enhanced units compared to the normal units. That would be really good if we got that on the global side, because everybody needs some space to put all these raid rewards and stuff. So that would be amazing if they introduced or announced something like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be nice, but besides that, I think what they're gonna do is the same thing like last year, like how they announced Cloud. They're gonna announce the Tifa and Vincent banner. which I think is really funny because that banner is not so great.
Well,
And
we might get some. We might get some global enhancements. We never know. You know, they might be better.
I also think that they will be announcing the Christmas units with their 7-star forms
Ooh,
and newer ones that are coming in.
wow. I mean, I know there are a lot of people looking forward to those Christmas units. Those Christmas units were pretty great, and we may get new units. I mean, we did get new ones for Halloween, so
I just hope they
who
don't do what
knows?
they did with Halloween.
Hold on
'cause
to
that
your
was
credit
a
cards.
botched.
They're giving us this lapis for a reason.
I'm just hoping they don't botch the Halloween, the Christmas event like they botched the Halloween. Because I'm sorry, that many units on a banner and still having off-banner units, that
It's
was
horrible.
rough.
Yes.
Horrible.
I mean, if they're gonna
Yeah.
split them up, that'd be fine. But having 5 units on a single banner and still being able to pull off banners, trying to get 7 stars, it's just
Yikes.
It's
atrocious.
Yikes.
Mhm.
But besides that, I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna be taking family members there. Are you guys gonna go? Let me know in the comments.
All right.
And in the Discord also, which is down below. But besides that, there will be a live stream from me, and I think that's all from me.
All right. And finally, one last thing that we want to just make an announcement about the about the channel itself. Grandshelt Nights will be converting to it will be considered a gaming channel rather than exclusively FFB. There was one thing that was mentioned at the at the JP Fanfesta was there's going to be a new game, a tactical RPG game based around Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, right? I believe it's called War of I can't
Visions.
remember the name.
It's War
War
of
of Visions. Yes, right. So chances are we were considering that in the future, if this does come to global and stuff, we will have various games that are not only based on Brave Exvius, but maybe other things as well. So far, Panda has made some videos, some live streams of Spyro, and there are some other games that we think we want to like play around with and cover.
Smash
We'll
Bros.
still Smash Bros. Yes, Ultimate Smash Bros. Is coming out this week as well. So we will still be doing our podcast consistently on Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. That's not going to change. However, we're just going to put some other things in that will be in a separate playlist. And do look out for the naming of the different games that we'll have in there. Right? So
One thing I will say about this, I want to see what your guys' opinion also. I don't want to just make like such a huge change on you guys, but I want to see your guys' opinion on this. If you guys
Yep.
like it or not.
well, it's going to be. Chances are, it's going to be separate. We're going to have like let's play, compared to the actual podcast, which is
Yeah.
like sort of news.
One thing I want to do is with this, I want to have it as a filler for the week instead of just having like a couple, like 1 or 2 videos within a week.
And remember, you can also join. You can also join Knights Tavern, the Discord that we have that covers all of Grandshelt Nights. So if you want to be part of the discussion, you want advice on FFB or other games, or you want to play along, you can always join it.
Maple Story.
Yeah, we're currently playing a little of Maple Story 2. It was started as sort of like, just a little gag, but now it's actually it's a lot of fun. All right, so
Quick
thank you
thing also,
guys. Mhm.
I want to say also about last week. We were not able to bring out the video last week because we did not have much we could discuss about.
Yeah, last week was pretty much a dead week within the game, so we just sort of like waited till we got better news. All right, so thank you very much for being here, guys. You're the best. Is there any final words from you? Awesome.
Nope, I'm good.
Sounds good also. Take it easy, everyone. See
All
ya.
right. Good
Have a
night,
good one.
everybody.